Recently, I had a conversation with someone who described their situation as overwhelming. They had too many priorities, way too much going on, no time to stop and think things through or just to think, even to meditate, right? On the surface, completely made sense. But when we slowed it down, I could see that it wasn't volume. It was that there was one decision underneath everything. And it was a decision that they already understood, but they hadn't acted on it. They hadn't taken action because acting on it meant changing something uncomfortable for themselves. So instead, they adjusted around it. They had meetings, conversations, told the team to work harder, put more effort in. They were trying to compensate for something unresolved. They even allowed themselves to start coming up with new ideas and new plans. This great new business thing. I think this is going to be the solution. This is going to be the thing that works. So those are natural steps when you're trying to compensate for an unresolved decision. So at one point I said, you don't have a workload problem. You don't even have I need a new situation problem. You have a decision that you know you need to make that you are specifically, explicitly avoiding. And there was a pause because it landed. And I remember the person I talked to looked at me and was like, that's so clear. And it makes such sense. It's common sense. Why didn't I think of that before? Well, that's what I do. I can step in from the outside and I can see exactly what's wrong because I'm not the one that's fully invested. And sometimes people are too close. Marcus Aurelius wrote about removing what is unnecessary. And that's what this was. Not adding structure, not adding systems, not creating something completely new, moving what didn't belong. So we made the decision. And guess what happened? Inside a week, the calendar changed, the communication changed, everything kind of calmed down. And again, it was not because we added something. And we didn't even have to necessarily specifically subtract something, although I guess in this case, you could say that we did. We stopped carrying what was not needed to be carried. People often miss that. They think that overwhelm is always just about too much. Sometimes it's about something that really shouldn't be there at all. So in this case, I guess that's what we did was we took care of it. We removed the thing that shouldn't be there, the failure to make a decision, because sometimes that's what it's about. Something that should never even be there at all. Let's go.